Hi, my name's Adriana Luketic, and this is my application for the Masters of Dietetics program at ACU. I'm just about to hit send my final assessment for the Culinary Nutrition Grad Certificate, and I just thought it would be the perfect time to record this video. I've completed the certificate in the past, over the last 6 months, and prior to that, I was living in Singapore with my family, having completed the La Trobe's Bachelor of Food and Nutrition degree. During our time in Singapore, I spent a lot of time volunteering. Due to visa restrictions, I wasn't able to work. We were there as a family with my husband and 2 children, but I wanted to make sure that, I didn't just leave my life in the expat bubble, and also utilized, the skills that I had developed as part of that degree. So I spent a lot of time volunteering with Food Bank, with Willing Hearts, which is a food kitchen that creates and distributes about 10,000 meals per week, and then also with the Salvation Army, actually distributing, those different food sources and so forth. So it was really great to see in practice, food patterns and food security and so forth, particularly in a city and country like Singapore, which is often considered affluent, but still, a need for, or there still is that cause for and desire, for food to be shared and people still facing food insecurity. Prior to that, I had a really different career. My first undergrad was a honours degree in gender studies. And as a result of that, I worked in large corporates, but it gave me a lot of research skills, having completed a thesis as part of that, and worked in learning development and corporate events. And as part of that, also got to work overseas in Europe for about 4 years. And once we returned home from Europe, had a career change, and family circumstances change in terms of having had children myself, and just a greater understanding of the impact of food and nutrition on overall health. And that's really why I love dietetics and nutrition, and which is why, I want to bring that skill set in terms of the research, the previous study as well, and that kind of practical experience through volunteering and so forth in terms of solidifying all of that knowledge. And I feel the dietetics program at ACU would allow me to do that, to allow me to bring the skill set that I already have, but also to develop it. And ultimately, what I want to be doing is translating science. And I particularly feel, nutrition is one of those really dynamic spaces. It changes, and, sometimes it can be really scientific with lots of stats and regulations and guidelines. But I want to be able to interpret that for people and interpret that nice and easily and make it accessible so people can actually make those grassroots changes, because, food and nutrition is so fundamental to good health. And often, there's little tweaks and little adjustments, and it's a multi-pronged, a multifactorial kind of approach that actually has or can have, ultimate, really long-term changes for people's health over the course of their life. And that's where I see, myself developing those skills. And I'd love to do that as part of the Masters of Dietetics program. So this is my formal application for the program. I hope to hear from you soon. And I really would love the opportunity to complete the Masters of Dietetics programs over the next 2 years or so. So hopefully I hear from you soon, and take care. Adriana's here. Bye.